There it is. All right. This one is heavily anonymized. The person who sent it in removed everything, which is fine. But, okay, name, address, places, then go straight into work experience. So the one thing that we can comment on right away, maybe, is where's the objective? What does the mystery person wish to do? Now that isn't, you'll notice the first two jobs are both production engineer at pharma companies. So if we assume that the author wishes to remain or simply get a better, thank you Magnesium for the shirt comment, a better job as a production engineer at some other pharma company, maybe that's fine. But otherwise, I would want to say what I want to do. The second thing I have to comment on, I am so much in the technology world. I was literally reading this and I skipped over. This is not a fault of the resume. This is a fault of the reader, me. But I was reading it and it said production engineer, tablet manufacturing, and I'm thinking iPads, Kindles, Samsung Galaxies. I'm like, engineering management for 23 compression presses. So like squishing the pieces of the tablet together, producing 17 billion annually. Wow, iPad sales are up. Oh, wait, I'm a moron. All right, but that's my fault. It's not anybody else's fault that I remembered poorly. So that's what he does. And here, under our usual critique, everybody, what would we say about these first two lines? What's good and bad about them? Many of you have learned this. Help me out. Critique just the first company. Just the first company. And meanwhile, I'm drinking a painkiller. Painkiller, someone said it reminds them of the British Virgin Islands. This is from my favorite bar in Annapolis, Maryland, that used a particular rum called Pusser's rum. I don't have that. But we made it with dark rum, and it's pineapple juice, coconut cream, some other stuff. So Dome Kang, you're right. Good stats and numbers. What isn't here is the ultimate impact. So it's good about saying what he did about being short. It doesn't say why I should care. Is being the engineering management for 23 compression presses and 17 billion tablets good, bad, indifferent? How many people were killed on the production line? How long? What was their uptime? Was it up? Was the goal to make 15 billion tablets and so this is 10% better? Was the goal to make 20 billion tablets and so this is 15% worse? So yes, awesome, joy, nailed it. No accomplishment. Same thing being lead engineer for the $11.5 million capital project sounds good, but like, were you 10% under budget, 25% over budget? Were you early, late? Did you get fired? Is that why you're looking for a job? Again, I'm exaggerating, but the point is, tell me, don't make me guess. You're so close. You've hit it. You've been succinct. You've included numbers. You're specific, but you don't give the punchline. All right, let's keep going. The other thing is you don't have action words. This says what you did, like who you were, what you were responsible for. But in the first 5 lines here, other than the word implemented, you don't have a single actual verb. So did you lead these? Did you? It implies like you led the project and you managed the presses. But I would try to give more action words that make you seem like a doer, not just someone who is present and was kind of management overhead. Now here we finally get to good stuff, right? 13% increased equipment efficiency over the project plan. Now we have a result. I wish I knew exactly how you did that, or say, by implementing this ahead of time, or by implementing my ideas, or whatever, generated a 13% increase in equipment efficiency. So this resume is very good for being crisp and clear. It needs results. It needs impact. Let's keep going. Intern, you've moved along quickly. Early in your career. Intern, collected SAP data, justified 600K in business sustaining budget. Ooh, I'm not sure if I should be worried about that or happy. Like, as the guy paying the bill, you justifying a budget just worries me. Like, hey, here's a guy who's good at justifying bloated bureaucracy. So what can you say about why that budget was valuable and what it was worth? Justified, like, proved efficacy of 600K in business sustaining spend to generate result foo. Showed return on investment in 600K standing budget allocation to justify continued investment. That's more useful. Lead trial lines for new products. That's good. You led the line trials. That's good. Another intern, liquid packaging. Optimized product throughput by 23. See, this is like your best line so far is here. Optimized product throughput by 23%, very specific, by what you did through modifying the bottleneck equipment, by modifying bottleneck equipment and process. That is your best line. How can you have that on your jobs that come after your internships? Here I want a result. You investigated a bunch of deviations and followed some process. I don't know, but maybe others do. To what end? What did you do? Okay. Conducted Department of Education trials. I don't know. Department of Energy trials. Tableting defect. Anyway. Decreased major clean times. So you're getting a little into things that others know. I don't know what an SWI modification is. Probably, maybe your industry does, and so maybe it's okay. But I would try and be more clear. But this is at least good. You decreased, and if you can turn that into a dollar impact or a production impact, that's even better. Okay, conducted design of experiments trials. Okay, cool. Again, you saw I misinterpreted it twice. Don't expect a recruiter to be smarter than me. Some of them are, but don't expect them to be. All right. Stuff you did in university, that's nice. You list your education. I say this all the time. You don't list a GPA, which is fine, kind of. It means I'll assume it's bad. Because if it's good, you'd have written it down. So it's probably bad. And if it's bad, don't put it in there. Oh, look. 40 PD coming out of the industry. Define, measure, analyze, improve, control. Sounds like a song I should know. That would put me to sleep at night with wonderful dreams because it ends with the word control. And that's what I do in my whole day job. All right. Cheers, everybody. All right. And then at the bottom, you do list your Lean Six Sigma yellow belt. That's cool. It's a qualification people in your industry are going to care about. Participated in is weak. I would just say activities : participated in, that's like one of the weakest things you can do. It's the only words that are weaker are present at student government. You can yeah, of course it does, Kashim. It's one of my many flaws. I'm overly controlling, and I'm working very hard on doing less of it. But psychological problems, what can I say? All right. So with that, everybody, it's time to grade this resume. What do we think of it? A through F. We could say add a picture. We could say no active live links to anything. We could say no color, all of which could make it stand out a little more. But I think the big thing that's missing is the objective and the results. So overall, format's good. Certainly not overly wordy. PMA Dota, I think you're generous. Come on, everybody. Grades in chat. We got to get the assassinations going. We'll do a consensus grade here before I get there. But I've hinted I would not go as high as B+ on this one. I think you can do better. I think it's not hard to make it better. But the weak results, to me, put it more in the C category.